In this video, we are going to talk about proportionality, which is generally represented with this equation. Y equals kx. Y and x are just variables. They are whatever we want to call them. They are oranges, they are tomatoes, they are potatoes, they are chocolate, they are money, whatever we want. But what we are going to pay attention is that k. That k is called the constant of proportionality, and as its name says, it's a constant value that is not going to change in our equation, but it's going to tell us the relationship between that x and that y. But how do we understand this concept? Well, let's view an example. Let's say that we go to a store to buy a specific brand of chocolate, which we know it costs $3. Each piece of chocolate costs $3. Let's build this table so we understand how much money we need to take to the store depending on how much chocolate we want to buy. The x in the table represents the number of chocolates, and the y represents how much money we need. So if we go to the store to buy 0 chocolates, well, we don't need any money. We're not spending money, so we have $0. But if we decide that we want 1 piece of chocolate, so we put a 1 on the x, that means we need now $3 because the chocolate costs $3. Then if we have a craving for another piece of chocolate, we put a 2 on the x, but now we need $6. Well, if we decide that we want more chocolate, let's put a 3 on the x. Now we need $9. Remember, each piece of chocolate is $3. And we can see there is a relationship between the x and the y. Each of these x's, if we multiply them times 3, we get the y value. 0 times 3, well, that's just 0, but 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. So that is the relationship between x and y. Y is the number of chocolates multiplied times 3 gets us the price. If we want 4 chocolates, we multiply times 3, we need $12. If we want 10 chocolates, we multiply times 3, we need $30. If we want 150 chocolates, we multiply times 3, we get 450. So that is the relationship between the number of chocolates and how much money we need. So that times 3 is our constant of proportionality. That tells us the relationship between x and y. So the value of y is always going to be equal to the value of x times 3. The amount of money we need is always going to be equal to the amount of chocolates we have times 3. Now, how does this table look into a graph? How does this proportionality look into a graph? Let's take a look at it. Let's put a coordinate system here. Remember, this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, and let's plug in the points. Here, x is 0, y is 0. Here, x is 1, y is 3. X is 2, y is 6. X is 3, y is 9. Now we make a straight line going through all the points. And this is how the graph of a directly proportional relationship looks like. Increasing, a diagonal, a straight line, increasing. Why is it increasing? Because for every extra piece of chocolate we want, we need to pay $3 more. And this little triangle, that little relationship right there, that is the introduction of one of the topics we're going to cover in one of the upcoming videos, which is called the slope.